Hello friend, myself Prakash. Dear student, today we are going to start 7th standard subject Civics. Lesson number 6. Directive principle of state policy and fundamental duties. In the last two chapters, we studied the fundamental rights, part first and part second. Fundamental rights guaranteed by our Constitution. We learned that what right Indian citizens enjoy. We also learned that our rights have judicial protection. We understood that importance of our fundamental rights and duties. We shall now understand what the directive principles state of policy and fundamental duties. In this lesson, we want to learn about directive principle of state policy and fundamental duties. Fundamental rights put restrictions on the power of government. A few such restrictions upon the state are listed below. So, which are some restrictions? Restrictions means limitation or damaging of your power or control the some rights, that restrictions. So, let's see some directive principles of state policy. First, the state should not secure adequate means of livelihood or to all citizens without any gender discrimination. The first point, dear student, concentrate about the some important directive principles of the state policy. The state should secure adequate means of livelihood to all citizens without any gender discrimination. Second, the state should not secure equal pay for equal work for both men and women. In generally, private sector is not, it is against or it is opposite of about the pay work. It not discriminate about the pay and work. But sometimes according to the gender, according to the male and female, men and women, they are not giving the same payment money or they not paid to the same money in equal on the basis of the gender. Third, the state endeavour to protect and improve the environment and safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Third principle is very important about that. The state, wildlife and forest, our country, our state, our district. Nowadays, we are going to forget trees our life. We are We want to protect, we want to save forests and wildlife, wild animal. This is our directive principle. Third, the state shall protect monument of historic and interest and national importance. It is our also in directive principles. Monuments like Taj Mahal, Gate of India, Ajanta and Velora, Ajanta and Verur. Those are the historical fort. Maharashtra, all that our countries, we want to also we want to protect it, we want to save. It is also state policy in directive principle. The next one, the state shall promote the state shall promote the special care of the weaker section. They want to care about educational and economic interest of the weaker section like SC, ST means scheduled tribes and scheduled caste. Now our constitution is the guarantee to the economical condition and educational improvement or educational progression. It is guaranteed by the constitution, but in medieval period it's not happened. So that's why weaker section of SC, ST, scheduled tribe and SC caste, they want to give the special treatment, they want to give the special rights and they want to progress their life. This is guaranteed by our constitution. Before the constitution means we didn't get independence before the ancient period, medieval period. The SC, ST people are belonging to the category, they have not right to take education. Their economical condition was also very poverty or very poor and they not able to learn, they not able to progress their life. That's why the directive principle included that they want to take care educational and economic empowerment. Next one, the weaker section about that is again child and women. We want to also give some scheme facilities or we want to provide the protection for the child. Those are working in private sector below 14 years, they have to ban, we want to stop their working period, we want to give them chance for in education. So dear students, saying that fundamental rights and fundamental duties both are as we say, it is two sides of coin. Every kind coin has a two sides. So when we want to think about our responsibility, we want to think also our responsibilities and duties. Our Indian Constitution given the rights, equality, liberty, education. All these are the rights given, but at the same time, we don't want to forget about our duties, fundamental duties, and directive principle of state policy. As I told, state of policy. So, any state shall not discriminate between and among the citizens on the basis of caste, race, creed, sex, language, birthplace. State shall not discriminate among all these are the criteria. Where you born, which place you born, doesn't matter. Which your language, which language you are, which language we speak, doesn't matter. Sex, female or male, which are the genders, it's not dependent. State shall not discriminate on the basis of all these are things. Before the law, equal protection of the given, equal protection given our constitution. And no person shall be deprived, no person shall be deprived of his life. State shall not impose any religious taxes. Another very important about the directive and policy. State, we never seen that any state impose taxes about the religion. For example, we are living in Maharashtra. Maharashtra people went in Gujarat. So Gujarat government will not taxes or they will not ask which religion you are come in that. So you want to pay a taxes. Never, not any state impose any taxes of the religion. The constitution has given express restriction to the state about what nature of giving directive or guidelines about the preamble. All these are the directives, principle of state policy and fundamental duties. Hence, they are called directive principle of state policy. Dear student, concentrate. The constitution has given express duties. It should undertake this is in about how to achieve how to achieve our goal, express to that. This is the call to the directive principle. Now in our mind it will be question arise that why were directive included in the preamble of constitution? Why were the directive included? When India won the independence, we Indian people face a great challenge establishing order and carrying out smooth administration. When we got independence, we faced many problems. We faced many calamities, eradication of poverty, backwardness, and illiteracy had to be urgently pursued. The task of nation building had been undertaken. For these new policies had to be drawn up and their implementation had undertaken. The goal of people's welfare had to be achieved. In short, India had to be transformed into developed and progressive nation. Our India faced the many calamities, faced the eradication of the poverty, illiteracy, backwardness. All these are the standing in front of the government. How to handle the administration? How to solve these problems? All these are the tasks is the standing. So when we want to solve that, we want to progress, we want to develop our country, the constitution has specified. The constitution has specified the subjects to which the union and state government. As in 6th standard we learn, the subjects divided into the state government and union government. The state policy is directive principles of subject for the policy. The maker of the subject, the makers of the Indian Constitution had contents of the would require of resources if that would be if at the same time at a lot of resources we find. Now dear student, we want to focus on fundamental duties. So let's see about fundamental duties. In a democracy, citizens have dual responsibility. The citizens have a dual responsibility. Why? They should not only be vigilant that their rights are not unfairly restricted, but should also fulfill some duties and responsibilities. As I told, many we are the knowing about only our rights, but we never focus about our responsibility and duties. So that's why Indian citizens or any country citizens have the dual responsibilities. When we want to think about rights, we want to think also our responsibilities and duties. The Constitution has made several provisions through the fundamental rights and state policy of our country. Through the fundamental rights and the directive principles, the benefits of the various schemes of the government cannot reach all the people of the government giving the peoples or projects. Under it, for example, in Swachh Bharat, one project is there in that, or project that our government declared that Swachh Bharat scheme. But people too and need to change their habit to make the public places dirty. So only government will be not that all will be solved. We want to also take care about our area, our atmosphere, our surrounding. It is also our duty. When we are saying India is my country, so we protect our nation. But when we will say India is our country, so who will say? Mine is my own. So we are the take care, we protect that. For example, this is my house. So house is there. So it's our duty, our responsibility. We want to clean, keep and neat. But it is when we are saying it is our. So family members will be there. So it's not my responsibility. So these are the dual of responsibility. Again, very important thing is there. When we want to take our responsibilities, or we want to change about the habits. Fundamental duties were included in the Constitution. The fundamental duties of the Indian citizens are as follows. Which are the fundamental duties? First, to abide by the Constitution and respect the national flag and the national anthem. First, our responsibility is to abide our national flag and national anthem. Second, to cherish and follow the noble ideas which inspire our national struggle for freedom. Third, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of our India. Fourth, to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. Fifth, to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood, transcending diversities, to renounce practices, diversities, to renounce practice derogatory to the dignity of woman. 6. To value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. 7. To protect and improve the natural environment and to have compassion for living creatures. 9. To develop the scientific temper, humanism, and spirit of inquiry and reform. 10. To safeguard public property and to abjure violence. 11. To strive toward excellence and to abjure violence, to strive toward excellence, to strive toward excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavour and achievement. Next, every citizen of India who is parent or guardian should provide opportunities of education to his or her child or ward between the age of 6 and 14 years. So these are the fundamental duties of given our constitution. So dear student, today we complete the lesson, the fundamental duties and the state of policies. So today we complete the last lesson of civics 7th standard. Thank you very much.